Welcome to the Millinery Shop. We are here today to talk about infants' clothing, babies' clothing, children's wear, all the way up to teenage fashion. The 18th century would come to the millinery shop to buy the ornaments for their wardrobe, things like cloaks and aprons and ruffles and shirts for men, and their babies' clothing. Little ones could have an infant's gown that fastens in the front with a very wide band for around the belly. It's very long because they wanted to be able to fold it up to protect the little one's legs and keep them warm. These are in cotton, but below it there's one in silk satin. So sometimes it's the fabric that tells us maybe that it was a child of a very prosperous family or one of very limited means. But children and babies dress with their clothes fastening in the back instead of the front. Now this is for a baby who obviously has not started to walk yet. When they do start, or you begin to think they're going to learn to walk, that's when they would get the little short skirt of their gown. And something else our parents give us when we learn to walk are little caps that are padded. They're called pudding caps, and they're supposed to protect our brains if we fall on our heads as we're learning to walk. Something else our 18th century parents gave us is a pair of stays. Well, these are made of pasteboard, or what we would call cardboard today, and they're designed to help us stand up straight and give us good posture, teach us how to stand well as we're learning to walk, instead of perhaps afterwards like we do today. You notice I have not mentioned that there's little boys' infants' clothing and little girls' infants' or babies' clothing or children's wear. And that's because the 18th century dressed little boys and girls, infants and babies and children alike. But then about 4 or 5 years of age, a little one, is beginning to be able to talk and communicate, and maybe communicate outside the home. So a little boy may be given more of something that looks like dad's coat, but he's still got his petticoats on. He's still got his skirts on. So now that little brother has gone to the tailor for his coat, waistcoat, and breeches, and is dressing like a little boy or a young man, his sister is still wearing a back-fastening gown, but it too looks a little bit more like Mama's gown. 18th century people thought that different colors were fashionable or not fashionable. So little boys sometimes do wear pink, and sometimes little girls wear blue, or any variation of those colors. The fabrics, again, are whatever choice the family wishes to make, because the fabric, cotton, wool, linen, and silk can be sold at just about every price. So pretty much everybody in Virginia could come in and shop here, whether they're rich or poor, free or enslaved. There are fabrics available. And children, young people, are dressed alike in style. Again, it's the fabrics worn that may tell us a little bit about how much that family was willing to spend on the clothing.